camera's on 5%. We gotta do this. We gotta do this. Okay. Okay. We gotta be honest with you. We've already done it. We've already read the stories.
We forgot to do an introduction.
And it's been long filming because we filmed the whole story and it got deleted. It's a whole thing, but we did a different story instead, and I think I enjoyed that one more.
Yeah, that was a better one. There was more stuff to it.
Yeah,
like,
it was
explained more.
Yeah, and it was more.
I felt like
I was very intrigued.
I felt like I was enrolled in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so did I.
Proper investigating
in it.
Investigating it, yeah.
Oh, investigating.
No, I was
invested.
Invested.
He was invested. Yeah.
Okay, so. Well, you'll see now. You'll see now.
Yeah, stick around. We're going to do some very good Reddit stories. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is coming from Best of Reddit Updates.
Okay.
You don't know what that means.
No, I don't.
I, 29 male, broke my wife's 28 female's heart. How do I save my marriage? My wife and I have been married for 4 years and together for 6. I love her deeply. However, recently I have developed an infatuation for a woman I work with. I did not cheat and I have a strictly work relationship with her. I recognise my feelings as a mere crush but still feel guilty and needed to talk about it. About 2 months ago, I posted on a forum, in brackets, not Reddit, about this woman and found sympathy. It helped me understand how crushes work in a long-term relationship. But a month ago, I came home to my wife having printed my post. She confronted me, and as I was taken by surprise, I didn't really know how to explain myself. I couldn't lie either, so I just apologised to her. She read me my post while crying. I cannot post it entirely here, but basically I said she was a breath of fresh air. The reason I'm happy to go to work. I wish I could hold her in my arms and know how she smells. I often dream of her. Sometimes I lie down and imagine her in front of me. These were things I was thinking but couldn't say out loud. They were things that could have been written in a diary. They were private thoughts and I never imagined my wife would read them. In the end, it is just a fantasy. Ever since that day, my wife has barely spoken to me. She refuses to discuss it and won't look at me in the eyes. Don't do that.
My bad.
Stop fucking.
Right,
do you get the story so far?
Yes, a guy's infatuated with his work friend, and he's lusting over another woman when he has a wife, the little bastard. No way, just don't fucking leave it, like, no.
Wait, okay. Ever since that day, my wife has barely spoken to me. She refuses to discuss it and won't look at me in the eye. The rare time she addresses me, she won't look me in the eye. The rare times she does address me. She moved into our guest room. She told me she was getting ready to divorce and would file when she has enough money, and that I shouldn't hope that I am free to pursue that woman. I don't get that part. Do you get that? Right, it says, she told me she was getting ready to divorce and would file when she has enough money, and that I shouldn't hope that I am free to pursue that woman. What does that mean?
Oh, so she's divorcing him, but in the meantime, he shouldn't think he's free to just go with that woman, I think.
But he would do, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be anyway.
She can't divorce him and then tell him he's not allowed to go pursue someone else.
That don't make any sense.
No. I understand why she is hurt, but it is just an infatuation. It is not comparable to the love and history I have for her. How can I get it through to her? She told me she never had feelings for another man and that I betrayed her. She won't stay married to a man who yearns for another woman.
That's fair.
I told her I would change jobs, but she just said, I'll still dream of her. She is completely closed off. What can I do?
I don't think there's much you can do, though, is there?
Oh, and he says, I've been making fun of the way he's spelling, and he's literally put at the end, I apologise for errors. I am stressed and not a native speaker.
You said I've been making fun of his spelling. That's in your own head, because you wasn't saying it. She's making fun of him in your own head. You ain't saying it at all. You dickhead.
I was like, but I'm dyslexic, so I was like tripping up. I was like, is that you or me?
Definitely you.
But
so that's a hard one though, isn't it? Because if he hasn't done it physically, and it's just all mentally, like.
Yeah.
But then, if you're lusting over someone else, I guess, and how genuine is your actual feelings for your wife, like?
I feel like if you've been in a relationship for a really long time, like I'm talking like 15 years,
Goes dull, doesn't it, a bit?
You might get a crush on someone else, but to be like, I want to feel her in my arms.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
I want to see how she smells.
Imagine like your husband who's like you can like he's at work, like and you have no idea what he's doing at work, and he could just be fucking him in the office or something.
Oh my god.
Or like, wherever he works.
I feel like
the trust has got that, no?
I feel like I want to say that I would be okay if my boyfriend got a crush on someone because it's just a crush, but it would crush me.
When it actually happens, though, when it actually happens to you, it would be different. Like you can think like what you would be like, but until that actually happens to you, you have no idea really, do you?
Yeah, I feel like me and Maz have talked about it, and I told him like, if you ever got a crush on someone else, as long as you don't act on it, it's fine, but don't ever tell me. I don't want to know. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to know.
Yeah, but then you think oh, has he had a crush on someone? Like you
it
wouldn't
doesn't
know.
Bother me. I think as long as I don't know about it, and it's just like, oh, that girl who serves me my coffee is cute. Do you know what I mean? But if it's like I'm gonna keep going to the coffee shop so that I see that girl, then that's, you know what I mean. That's different.
That's acting on it though.
Yeah.
That's acting.
Even if he's not physically touching her, or if he's going out of his way to be around her.
Yeah.
But this guy is like literally the I want to know how she smells is the part that puts me off. That's like
obsessive though, isn't it?
That is,
it's more obsessive than infatuation, because like if he's seen it once and was like, oh, like I find it really pretty, he doesn't like.
There's such a difference between being like that girl's fit to
line.
like I want to feel her in my arms. There's a line. Smell her hair.
You definitely crossed the line, like 100%.
But then he posted it like online.
Yeah, why'd you do that? Like,
I feel like he's done that to get advice. So he's obviously like struggling with it.
It's a moral thing, isn't it? Like he's struggling with his like, what was it called?
Obviously, whatever he's putting into this infatuation with this woman, though, he's obviously not putting into his own home, his own marriage.
Yeah. Might have there might be some difficulties in the marriage, though.
Oh, maybe. Just like he's like
he says he loves it. He says he loves it, also.
But the spark or something has to be like
gone. Wait, he's only young as well, so.
How old did he say?
28.
How do you remember that?
Because he said she's 28.
No, he's 29. She's 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know how long they've been together. I mean, I've been with Mario since I was 21.
Could be childhood sweethearts or something.
Yeah, but
they're married, don't want you married, like. I don't know. It's a weird one. Like, she has the right. I have a right to do that. Like, but like you taking it a bit too far. Or are you waiting for an escape thing? So, is she waiting on him to do something like that? So she can have a reason to divorce. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that I would be like.
You don't know too much about the situation.
I feel like if you're like a woman, I don't know if this is just all women or if it's just me. I feel like women are like admired by men sometimes, and you want to feel like your husband like he's like, this is the best woman in the world. Like this is the best, the most beautiful woman in the world. You want to feel like you've chosen someone who's always going to see you as the like sexy and beautiful, and if they're like seeing someone else in that way, I feel like it would hurt me if someone was like, but I love you. Yeah, I thought she was fit.
You want to be inclusive just to you. You want to be the only one. Like,
I feel like if my boyfriend was like, that girl's really fit, but like
it all depends how you say it and all as well, like what you say. Because if you're like, oh my god, that girl is so fit, or you're like, oh, she's pretty, like, oh, she's. Like,
I literally wouldn't even care if Maz was like, yeah, she's really fit, as long as I still feel like he feels that way about me too. I feel like you would though, like if you're walking with Maz on the street and he looks back and goes, oh, she's fit, you're gonna be like, what the fuck, like surely. No, because I feel
like you would.
I feel like we have that kind of those kind of conversations. You know, that girl's really hot or whatever. Yeah. It is literally like.
Yeah, that's but if I feel like talking about it,
but I feel like he thinks I'm the hottest girl in the world, and then other girls are also hot. Do you know what I mean?
That's just like. Well, it's fucking normal, isn't it? Like.
But if I read this post, like if I read him writing that, I'd be like, he does not. He's not feeling this way about me.
Imagine this one is weird, and like, oh, you got mad with it.
Oh my god! Like if he said to me, that he works so intimately. Mario,
touchy,
Yeah, he works so, like, there's only a couple of people. They work in a small business. Yeah. I feel like if there was a girl there at all, I would lose my mind.
I think lust is a really weird, like, spectrum.
Yeah.
Because you can't really measure it. Like, you can, but, like, if you, I don't know.
Like you don't know whether somebody's like
boys, like you just don't, you think about like a girl, like, is fit, you think about them for like a couple of minutes, like, and then you forget about it then.
Yeah.
A lot of the time it's just forgotten, like, straight away.
Yeah, but if there's a girl you're like putting what he did is extreme. What he did is extreme.
It's obsession, isn't it? Or crush, like, it's a crush. But you shouldn't have that if you've got a wife, like, obviously not.
Anyway,
but you can't help it, can you? So.
Are you ready?
We've got another one. It's still going.
Relevant comments. Let's have a look.
Okay.
So somebody put, so you haven't gotten a new job yet? What have you done to show your wife that you're serious about your marriage and that she's the only one who matters to you?
Yeah.
And then OOP, so the original poster, put, she won't let me talk to her or touch her. Sometimes she will leave the room when I come in. She is like a wall. I tried buying her favourite flowers and wrote a card, but she didn't take them. I'm invisible to her. I was looking for jobs when I informed her I would change jobs to avoid the woman, but she told me not to bother as she was leaving. In this economy, I cannot easily risk being unemployed, especially if I will end up divorced.
I think he's just, like, if he's gone too far now, well, he's no getting it back, I don't think, really.
Yeah.
Because you can't do the material things, can you? I think he should just tuck away.
He just took away something just so valuable.
Yeah, you can't.
It was
you
just
can't
like,
get it back.
And what it is a case of, like, he's infatuated with this girl at work. This is why I was saying they must have been together long. He's infatuated with this girl at work because he's not appreciating the wife that he's got.
Yeah.
And obviously the wife that he's got is like, do you know when you meet someone like at work or something, you know them surface level.
Yeah.
You know them when they've gotten ready in the morning and they've already brushed their teeth.
Sometimes it's easier as well because, like, you don't see because to you you're just seeing them as outside.
Yeah.
Like, not the bad habits, not the
exactly.
like thing habits at home. Like, it's a new person. Like, you only see the good side.
Like when you see someone outside of the home, you see them with their hair done and their makeup on, and they, you know what I mean. They're surface level and they're being like socially polite.
And you don't know each other to a standard where you just don't like things about them because you're not that close with them. So
whereas
you only see the good thing. When you're with someone, you know the bad habits. Like, these things about them you like nitpick up that you don't like. And
you just see their tired self.
Yeah, the comfort self, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you let go, you release, but it's comfortability, isn't it?
But I think that, you know, if it was my relationship and I was feeling like we're in a kind of a rut, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, well, I'll just look outside of the relationship.
You fix it,
it's like, okay, well, let's go fucking kayaking, or let's go do something that we haven't done before together, get to know each other in a different way, because I feel like there's always more to learn about someone.
There's ways to get around it as well. Like, there's definitely ways to help it.
Yeah.
And it's just if you're willing to do it with them, or got the effort to do it as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people just end up like not even like trying, going to do something like that, go with another girl, regret it, and then realise what they lost then.
Because the type of relationship that you forge after so many years. I mean, I've been with Maz 3 years, and we've got a friendship deeper than I could have imagined having with a partner. Do you know what I mean? And nobody can fill that void.
No way.
I heard someone say before, sometimes you'll have 80% of everything you wanted with someone, and you'll look for that 20% so much that you'll leave that person for someone who only has 20% of what you want.
That's a good way of putting it, to be fair. Yeah. Because they just got like things about them that you wanted in your wife, but they don't have all the good things like your wife did anyway. So it's a weird one. It is a weird one. But I don't know. He's still in the wrong.
Let's have a look.
Maybe she could have given him a second chance. Then. I don't know. Some people, it's just not that easy though, is it? They keep remembering. And then
would that stick in your head? It would stick in my head. Yeah, it would stick in my head so hard.
I just wouldn't be able to trust her.
If it was like,
I wouldn't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
Like we go for like 100% trust, and you know that know when they've done it once. Like, you know it's in the gate, like it's in the ballpark, and it can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen over and over.
I feel like if I seen a post that Maz put up that was like, I've got a little crush on a girl at work, and I don't know what to do. I'm in a long-term relationship. Is this normal? I'd be like, okay, but if it was like, I yearned for her in my
Yeah.
arms, you know what I mean? That's just what he said was
Yeah,
just
that
too
is
far.
that's way too far. I don't know why you putting it like that. That's wild. You can't say that and then fucking backtrack then and be like, oh, I love my wife.
Yeah.
I want to go fucking lay and stroke her hair.
Okay, one more comment. So somebody put this on the post. There's an innocent crush, and then there's wanting something to happen between you, the two of you. Your wife knows this. Everybody knows this, and you should know this. You wanted to hold your co-worker in your arms, etc., etc. It's not the fact that you have a crush on someone. It happens naturally, and it is human nature.
Do you think if he was given the chance to go with it, like she went on to him, like would he fold? Like I feel like he would.
Yeah.
He likes it, like, but
Yeah,
we
but
don't know
there's
if
no- yeah.
like if she's giving it to him.
From the impression I'm getting, which is obviously we see such a small part of it, it
Yeah,
seems like
I want to know this man's like. I want to be like the Truman Show boy and just fucking watch him.
it seems like he's got a crush on her from afar.
Yeah.
Like maybe they don't even know each other very well, right?
Yeah. We don't know that. We don't know the relationship.
Because in the post he would have put something like we get coffee every day.
Yeah, how does he? He must have some sort of relationship with it to
He's
think
not,
them that far into it, like lay like in arms.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like
It
very
could be,
casual
yeah.
relationship. Because otherwise, I feel like he'd mention like me and the coworker have gone and we've had
done
coffee,
this, yeah.
or we've like, you know what I mean?
I feel like if she went on to him, I think he would just cheat on his wife, like. Because I don't think he hasn't had the opportunity.
Or leave her.
Or leave the wife and go with her, yeah. But I don't think he'd leave the wife. I think he'd just do it behind her back. Cause he'd still. A lot of people want that comfortability, but also want other things at the same time.
But then I do have some sympathy for him because the fact that he was going on a forum to me means that he's like, fuck, what do I do? Why do I feel like this?
Is it like?
Do you know what I mean? Because he was going and asking for help.
He's at a moral fucking feud in his own head, and he like he's trying to
Yeah.
make sense of.
He's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
How can I get out of it? Like.
Okay. It's not the fact that you have a crush on someone. It happens naturally and it is human nature. It's the fact that you have a crush and wanted things to happen between you two. And that's what broke your wife's heart. Also, in the first place, if you wanted to keep your thoughts private, you shouldn't... Stop clicking your fingers because it's going to be on the thing.
Oh.
Like the sound.
Okay, Carol.
Okay, I'll go from there again. You have a crush and wanted things to happen between you two. And that's what broke your wife's heart. Also, in the first place, if you wanted to keep your thoughts private, you shouldn't have posted it on the internet.
That's true.
How did she find it?
I know. How did she know it's him? Has he got a normal?
He might be looking at He might be looking at the notifications and stuff on his phone to the people replying to him, and it's like come up.
Oh, is it his phone though?
Or like a computer or something, emails.
Yeah, because if he did it anonymously, she won't be able to just find it on his, would she?
I think it's more likely that she found it like through their shared device or something.
What if it's a made up story?
I think it's too.
I don't know.
I think it's too weird to be made up.
Definitely, and it happens a lot as well. So.
Yeah.
You better just made a noise.
That was my throat.
That was your throat. Fucking hell. Oh.
I feel so like weird about all the noises that I make it do. Like when I'm swallowing and stuff, I'm like, did you hear that?
Oh, I don't know.
Like I don't want to go on there like editing it, and it's just like.
Me clicking my fingers.
I'm like reading something really serious, and you're like.
Me heavy breathing down the mic as well.
Could you imagine?
Sitting there like a man, like a. Oh no! I want to watch this video after. Let's see what it's like.
I had forgotten about this post. Oh, this is an update. Sorry. Update! You're supposed to be like, update. And I was just reading it. Because they don't always have an update. But he's updated what's happened. I had forgotten about this post and I am... The frog came out my throat. Is that a saying?
Your throat came out your throat?
No, a frog.
Oh, frog?
Is that a saying? Is that a saying?
What, a frog came out my throat?
Something like that.
Yeah, because... Huh?
Huh? Ate a frog.
No. The French eat frogs. Have you seen the one with the legs and all?
No. Have you ever eaten a snail?
No, have you?
Yeah.
You eat a
As
snail?
a kid, well, yeah,
Why
my
the fuck did you
my
eat
great
snail?
granddad in Germany would, whenever we went out to eat, he would buy snails and you'd have to eat them.
Fucked up.
He would also get,
Slimy
in
fucker.
Germany, they would get kind of pissed off sometimes as well if you don't let them pay for the meal. They take that as a, like, do you know in the UK when we're like, oh, I'll get the bill, and it's like, oh, that's a nice thing to do. But if you offered to get the bill and then someone's like, no, I'll pay for my own meal, they take that so offensively because it's like being like, no, I don't want you
Like,
to.
seriously?
Because it's like a sign of like
You're the provider, like, kind of thing.
no.
I don't
Just
know.
like a sign of,
lot
I
of
don't
men-
know, friendship. Just like
Men like to do it though, don't they? Have you seen it like as well? I seen TikTok the other day of a show. It was like Sopranos.
oh, I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Something like that. Not too sure, but his daughter and his daughter's boyfriend are out for dinner, and he's like the dad's obviously gonna pay for the bill, but the son gets it anyway, and he's like, oh, I'll fucking punch your face in or something. He said.
Yeah, well, that's a bit
Honest,
more of a dramatic version of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, in Germany, it's like if they pay for the bill for you, it's like if I invite you out to dinner and I'm gonna pay for your meal, and it's like a social etiquette.
Yeah.
But then if you're like, no, thank you, it's like you're saying,
I don't want your money, like.
yeah.
It's rude. It is. Well, I can get why it's rude, but it's not.
But here in the UK, it's the other way around. It's like it's like, no, I'll pay. No, if you offer to pay and the other person's like, yeah, okay.
It's like when you're. It's like
if they're just
it's like when you're at a pub and you're like, no, I'll get it. A lot of times I say to someone, man, they've got 2 cards and they're trying to tap it. Both trying to tap it. Like, I couldn't give a fuck. Just tap the fucking card.
I love how you find so many ways around fucking. Your card has a money limit on it.
Yeah, I know. It's
And on a night out, you'll be so drunk and you'll be like, I'll just transfer you money and you can pay. Like, you don't listen to your card, but it says you've spent enough money.
Still got that person's card.
Whose card? I'm on about the other day when I was out with you, you sent me like 70 quid and made me buy everything off my card.
I know. I did it next day as well. I spent as much money as I could on the contactless working. So I got my friend's card. Like, he has a couple cards and I got his card that has no money on and he let me have it the whole night. And I was just transferring money the whole night. Just using the card. It's fucking bad. That's why
Should we do the update?
Oh, fuck yeah. Jesus, sidetracked.
I had forgotten about this post. Us too. Us too. And I'm back to update, so maybe seeing my stupidity could prevent someone else from making the same mistakes. I cringe when I read today what I wrote a month ago, and it seems ridiculous to me.
Change man in a month ago.
It seems ridiculous to me that I could have felt this way about another woman. I wrote that I could imagine my former co-worker while lying in he's left his job.
Yeah.
While lying in bed, but in the end, when my wife stopped acknowledging my existence, waking up without seeing her face was just absolute torture. I really took all I had for granted until I almost lost it. So she's taking him back.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
I know. I'm a changed man, I promise. It's been a month.
Okay, but he didn't cheat. But like, he's just got a bit of a wandering eye.
It's like micro cheating.
Do you consider it cheating? I feel like, humans are messy, man. Sometimes you can't really.
It all to some perspective, isn't it? If you want to take it like that.
I couldn't get over it in a month. I can't lie.
No, but
not in a month.
A month, and he's like, he just don't care anymore. Like, he's definitely lying. Like,
I don't know. I don't think he's probably like.
He wanted to delay like a month ago. What, like fucking 30 days? Like, he's like, oh no, not even thinking like that now.
Yeah,
maybe
but but in that time he's lost his whole wife.
Yeah.
So he's probably like.
like.
He's surely gonna appreciate her a bit more.
Yeah.
We'll have a look. So I took some of the advice and decided to court my wife. I hate that saying. I don't know why, but I hate it.
What does that mean?
Court.
Court.
I'm gonna court her like a lady.
Is it?
What? You don't know that?
No. Court.
Yeah, like take her on dates, like follow her around and give her flowers.
Oh, nice.
I don't know why I'd follow her around and give her flowers. To court my wife again, the hardest I could. Of course, the first step was looking for another job, and it took me a month, but I managed to find a frog again. No, I managed to find a similar position in another enterprise.
Frog again. Fred again. Look at fuck, absolutely.
All the comments are like, just fucking write the story.
I know. Alright, go on.
I managed to find a similar position in another enterprise. I did what was suggested of taking over every chore and stopped ignoring... Oh my god, I can't read. I did what was suggested of taking over every chore and she stopped ignoring me, but would simply stare at me with some kind of hostility and go on with her life. I can't breathe. I don't know why I've got a laughing fit. That's so silly. I tried flowers, but she would leave them to die. My wife's dominant love language, I think he's trying to say, my wife's dominant love language is physical touch, but I wouldn't dare try to touch her, so I went for telling her. I somehow realised it was really the content of what I wrote about the other woman, which obviously, when you are deep in a crush, is amplified. That really hit her.
Yeah, deep in a crush, like.
I haven't been deep in a crush since I was 13.
I don't think I've ever had a crush.
What?
Really, like, no, I don't know. Yeah, obviously, but
I've had some fucking crazy crushes.
If I just get with it quick, not quick, but I'm ready in it, like. I don't know.
I used to have crushes when I was like in school.
Yeah.
I'd be like, and you're the reason I'm, the same thing. He's like, you're the reason I go to work. I'd be like, you're the reason I'm going to school. And I'll put my hair in a cute ponytail.
You've got when they get
A girlfriend.
Girlfriend or boyfriend.
None of them ever had a crush on me, too.
It's always the ones you can't have, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I was in a triangle crush before where I had a crush on a boy who had a crush on a girl, and the girl had a crush on me.
No way.
Yeah.
How about the boy hated that? Did he know?
I think she was leading him on.
Bitch. To get close to you. Alright, carry on.
Okay. I tried engaging her in conversation so we could talk about what was happening to us, but more importantly, what I did to her, but she remained closed off. And so I started writing her letters and would leave them under her pillow. At first, I apologised for everything, for writing the post, for not putting an end to the crush faster, for making her feel like another woman could hold a higher place of importance to me, and for not taking the initiative to change jobs earlier. Can you not yawn mid-sentence, please?
Sorry.
For making her life hard by creating this situation, which ended in her sleeping in the guest room of her own house, for making her cry and causing stress to her. Then I wrote her love letters, telling her how much I loved her, how the crush couldn't compare to the deep love I have for her. I was chewed for saying I love her because of our history in my last post, but I was misunderstood. I meant that the love I have for her has gotten stronger with time. 5 years ago, I loved her, but wouldn't have given her one of my organs if she needed, for example, while now... So have they only been together for 5 years?
We're married already, so...
I feel like 5 years is not...
enough time to get married. Well...
No, I don't think it's enough time to develop a full-blown smelling hair crush on someone else.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway... 5 years ago, I loved her, but wouldn't have given her one of my organs if she needed, for example. While now, I would without hesitation. Our history is what caused the attachment to grow stronger. Therefore, no random crush could override that. I was awed in front of my crush and wrote sappy things about her, but in the end, I do not know this woman on a personal level. While I have seen the worst of my wife and the love remains. Yeah. I told her now how beautiful she was and how impressed and proud I was with her development as a person since we have met. This is very long. I'm just going to skip a little bit because I don't want to hear all of the different things he wrote inside the letter. There's so much.
He's bagging out of it, isn't he?
He's like, I love the way she laughs at my bad jokes, the sound of her voice.
Fucking hell.
A small sample, but it must have taken 3 weeks of a daily... Okay, so it took 3 weeks of daily letters for her to answer him back. What is this? The fucking love... What is that called?
That must have been that fucking Notebook.
The Notebook, yeah.
That must have been the most awkward household ever, like, just not talking to each other.
And he's just writing in letters every single day.
Why is she sleeping in the fucking guest room of her own home? Why didn't he just go sleep in the fucking guest room?
That's so true.
What the fuck? He feels that bad, like, if he's in that, you go in the other room. This is my bed.
Oh, I feel so sorry for her.
She is fucking thinking it on, though, like, fucking, I'll just speak to him, like.
Yeah, but why? I think it's also weird that he's writing her love notes in their own house.
Just talk to her. Why don't you just tell her that, innit?
Yeah.
I just fucking like, pulled the wedgie on camera. I forgot I was on camera.
Okay, she answered with a letter of her own telling me how much I can't fucking
Why are
read
they
anymore.
talking in letters for? Just walks past each other, just quickly giving each other a letter, like.
They're leaving them as well. They're not even giving them to each other. He's leaving them under her pillow.
Everything they do, they're just fucking writing it down. Babe, I'm just gonna go out to get some milk.
Text each other at least. Why are you writing letters?
I know. Who the fuck writes letters, like? Who does that anymore?
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it does seem a bit fishy, doesn't it?
It seemed so real at first, but now I'm like...
I do think a lot of people do that, though, don't they?
Write each other letters.
I think so.
I think I wouldn't, and you wouldn't, because we're both
but
dyslexic.
not when you live. Yeah, I'd be fucked. She wouldn't understand it. She would not understand it. She'd laugh at it.
She's like,
She'd have
oh,
to
who wrote that?
She'd have to talk to me because if
Do you remember when she wrote you that really long card and it was so cute, but you couldn't read it because you're dyslexic?
Oh, I was struggling as well.
I would hate that. Someone wrote me a big ass fucking letter. I'm like, oh, thank you.
When it's like paragraphs and like really close to words, like the lines are close together, I mix them all up. It doesn't matter. I have to proper concentrate to get through it. It takes me ages. Sometimes she'll do it. She'll send me a message, like a big one. And she's like, oh, I know you struggle reading that. I'm like, oh, cheers. So.
She answered with a letter of her own, telling me how much I have hurt her with my crush, how I made her feel invisible next to that woman, how I never told her such loving words, in brackets, until the letters. How much she hated me, but also how she loved me and missed me too. Her letter, he's like, yes!
Yeah. The minute he seen that, got it. Got it back.
Her letter allowed me to feel her vulnerability. After reading it, I cried and went to see her. We locked eyes, she cried, and we held each other for a long time. She started talking to me again, then, and softened. Honestly, the possibility of the marriage ending just like that scared the both of us. As of today, we are, to my surprise, mostly back to normal, and actually I feel closer to her. We continue with the letters, which have helped increasing...
Fucking letters, man. They're even fucking back normal talking. Like, hang on, babe, I'm just writing you a letter. Fuck's sake.
Today I went to the doctor's.
Yeah. Baby, got something in your teeth. Like, there you go. Oh, fuck.
We continue with the letters, which have helped increase in our emotional intimacy. I make an effort to tell and show her my love. I am very grateful that she has given me a second chance, and even more so that she decided to put the crush behind us. We had maybe 2 fights since. I didn't need to know that.
Sweet few days.
But she hasn't brought it up and doesn't punish me. It really was.
Don't punish me, like.
It really wasn't the crush on itself, but how I went about it and the lack of affection from my part in comparison. Maybe I'm being optimistic here, but I really think we are going to get through this. We will be going to couples counselling after our vacation, just to make sure things are really settled between us. They're going on vacation.
Nice. Who do you reckon's the breadwinner in that relationship?
Huh?
Who do you reckon's the breadwinner? He said it's her house.
I didn't know. He said it was her house.
He said, yeah, he said...
Well, I think he means her own home.
yeah.
I think that they both make good money because they have a guest bedroom.
Yeah, they have a guest bedroom and they go on holidays.
Yeah.
Lucky bastards.
And they're going to couples counselling. That's just not cheap.
Fuck yeah, especially if they live in America.
Yeah.
I don't know where they live, but...
I assume America.
Yeah. That's where all the fucking weird stories are, innit?
I have to pee. I'll be back. I can do the second story.
You can just let me stay on camera, like.
Yeah.
That's awkward as fuck.
It's not another person.
Huh?
You don't have to entertain them.
You better edit out. Right.
Oh, hi. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to let you know that we were actually able to get the footage for the second story back. So now there's going to be 3 stories. I wasn't able to get all of the footage back of all of our reactions to everything, but the majority of it for that second story. So I'm going to put that in now, and then after that I'll jump back in just to finish it off, and then me and Dennis will go on to the third story. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for telling my former friend turned sister-in-law that I'm never going to be her comfort person again? Thoughts right off the bat?
My former
friend,
that's Tint's sister-in-law.
Yeah.
So it's her brother's girlfriend now? Or... Yeah.
His.
Or... his sister's... Is it a boy or girl?
It doesn't say yet. I, 25 male,
Yeah.
used to have the biggest...
It's brother's girlfriend.
Wife, I would think.
Yeah, wife, yeah.
Drink.
Oh, why would the fucking brother's wife be his Oh, right, we'll find out now. I'm trying to figure out before we fucking hear the story, like.
I, 25 male, used to have the biggest crush on my childhood friend, Emily, 26 female. As a teen, I wasn't very assertive and a little awkward, so I never made a move and just hoped that one day Emily would realise that I was the guy for her. The only one I opened up and admitted my crush, although it was kind of obvious, to was my brother, Liam, 28 male. He was much more assertive and confident than I was and would run through girls like water, so I went to him for advice about Emily. Given the situation at the time, you can imagine my surprise when I caught Liam and Emily hooking up.
Oh.
I know that she was technically... I know that...
Carry on.
I know that she technically was never my girlfriend, but it still sucked and I did feel betrayed. Turns out they hooked up at a party once and liked the encounter so much that they kept meeting up to do it when no one was around. I felt completely sick and basically just distanced myself from Emily after that, which could be really awkward because we had a lot of classes together and had the same shifts at a part-time job we did. A job that Emily frequently depended on me to give her rides to. I just wanted to remove Emily from my life completely, but during the summer of our senior year, she and Liam sat me and my parents down and explained that Emily had gotten pregnant and they were planning on keeping the baby. My parents weren't happy. While I just got up and locked myself in my room. All I could think was, well, crap. Now she's never going to go away. I purposefully transferred to an out-of-state college so I wouldn't be home as much and lied about getting stuck in traffic when I missed Emily and Liam's wedding. How the fuck?
How'd you go away with that? How do you miss a whole wedding though?
That's what I'm thinking. You can't be like, well, I'm stuck in traffic for 8 hours?
For the day.
For the whole day? How do you do that? That makes no sense.
His brother is a fucking bastard though. That's a horrible thing to do, isn't it? Imagine going just like your fucking brother and be like, oh yeah, I really like this girl. And you could go walk into his bedroom and he's fucking blowing the back off it, like. That's just heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah. Especially when it's not even like a little crush. It's like he's liked her
For
since
years,
childhood. Yeah.
And then
and he
gets
just
her pregnant.
And he went to him not even like, oh, I really like that girl. It's like, hey, can you
advice,
give me advice? I want to know how to pull her. And I...
He showed by example, didn't he?
But then he kept sleeping with her.
Yeah.
And got her pregnant.
Yeah.
And then married her.
That poor boy.
And I showed no interest in my niece, Daisy, 8 female.
That's a bit nasty.
Yeah, innit? It's like, I get it, you have a childhood crush, but at some point you got to get over it, mate.
Yeah.
Like, they have kids together, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably gets to a point, like, you know, it's just like...
I think the thing that he's focusing on is like, oh, I can't be around her. When it could have been like, I feel betrayed by my brother, I don't trust him anymore. Like, that I get.
Yeah, he's not said nothing about his brother already, is he?
He's been like, oh, I want to stay away from her. Like, I can't be around her. As if they've been like together for years and it just breaks his heart to be around her. Like, they were never in a relationship. I don't know. Although I still make the effort to be polite when I'm around them. Recently, Emily's father has passed away and she's really going through it. Because despite him not being around, she always desired a relationship. When we were kids, I remember all those times I was a shoulder for Emily to cry on. Whenever she felt sad about her dad, I guess she was longing for that type of comfort from me and kept reaching out. One day, I relented and let her vent, but I maintained a silent and formal demeanour.
Cool. Just like, oh yeah, come here, use the shoulder again. Shoulder hole.
We have to stop laughing at fucking everything. After spending about an hour crying, I offered Emily some water and then she asked me why I was being so cold. How I know how much she needed a friend right now. I calmly, yet firmly, told her that we were just kids then, and that if she wants the level of emotional intimacy, then she needs to go to my brother, her husband, because I stopped being her comfort person a long time ago.
It's true.
Dad just died.
Yeah, but it's nothing to do with him, is it? He's not a fucking husband. Why didn't she give him to her husband?
I think the thing that...
Maybe, yeah, she doesn't know he had a crush on her.
Yeah, she doesn't know, and then he's just being so bitter towards it.
Yeah, so like, it's for no reason, and from her perspective, it's just like,
yeah,
maybe it's a mean man.
Yeah, we used to be friends since we were kids.
Yeah.
I thought I was getting married into your family, and now you just fucking hate me.
Yeah, why, for no reason. Like.
Emily cried even more, left, and has managed to send Liam, my parents... This sentence is throwing me right off. Emily cried even more, left, and has managed to send Liam, my parents, Emily's mum, and from mutual friends to call me up and tell me I'm heartless. I know what he's trying to say there, but he didn't word it right. He's saying she has turned everybody against him, basically. Yeah. I can honestly say that I am now over Emily, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to be as close to her as I used to be. So am I the asshole? Verdict? What do you think? What do you think people voted him, the asshole or not the asshole?
Asshole.
Yeah, he was voted. Verdict, he is the asshole.
What's the stats?
It just says that he's the asshole.
Verdict,
Verdict, asshole.
I don't think you read that. If we just said that. I think what's he saying verdict for? Yeah, it's got to be in here. I get it at the start, maybe. But when it gets
when it's been his niece is 8 years old.
Yeah, that's
it's been almost a decade.
She never knew either, so
yeah. I think if he could level with her and be like, "Listen, I had a crush on you. My brother did this." Knew. Yeah, he deserves a kick in the face.
I know the brother's not even like fuck all to the brother like.
He's just being like, it's giving incel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's giving like, I'm scared of girls, but I'm mad at you for not reading my mind and knowing I was in love with you.
Yeah. Yeah, mad about something people like
she doesn't
have no control of. So
yeah, you didn't even give her the opportunity to be with you.
You're just mad to be mad.
Yeah, like you don't even know if she had a crush on you.
Then you say you're over it, but you're still like but you're not over it. Though,
if you were over it, you would just be nice and you would be able to be her friend. I mean, you were her. What I'm hearing as well is like if you're able to be, I don't know, but if you're able to be friends with someone for say 10 years, like they're friends from childhood, let's say from age 10 to 20. If you're able to be friends with someone for that long, but then once you realise you can't sleep with them or have them as like your wife, then you're like, well, I don't want anything to do with you then.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense really.
It's just like, well, you only want, you
bitter.
Didn't really, you were never really her friend then.
Yeah, and he's just bitter.
Yeah.
He just got a chip on his shoulder, I think. Just kept it with him.
Top comments. Oh, should I have a look? I don't see any comments from the OP. I can just see comments from other people. So, You had a crush on a girl in high school, but never asked her out. Somebody else did, and then she married them. That's the whole comment.
That's it. You call it to a T, didn't you?
I think the fact that the brother knew and then went with her, that's the
only bad thing, yeah. Really.
Yeah, that is the betrayal that happened.
Yeah.
She didn't betray him in any way.
But like, it's not that deep to. Well, I don't know. It depends, but
it depends. Like, you can't tell someone how they feel, right? But,
no, but get over it. Like,
but you can't be just so. Her dad just died, and you're like, I just want just go talk to your husband. I don't want to talk to you about it.
Do you want that emotional fucking? What's it?
I am a robot. You didn't get any emotional love from me.
Your husband needs to do that. He's usually one that
like if she was like calling him all the time, like, oh, I'm having these problems at work, blah blah blah. But like her dad died.
Yeah, I don't think it was like that. Was it? They didn't have much of a relationship. Like, well, she probably just thought they was friends.
Somebody else, but it's a decade later and you still ignore her kid, who is literally your niece, because you're salty about it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the worst. He's like, I don't care about your existence. He's just like, I feel like he's probably looking at them together, looking at his brother and being like, that should have been my life and you stole 100%. It.
He's just jealous, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's taken out then on people that have no idea.
And you don't even know what they're like. I wonder what the brother and her relationship's like. Like how his brother.
Because he wasn't like together, was it? They
were sleeping together, and then she fell pregnant, and then they were married.
That's it. That quickly.
Something. I mean, it works for some people.
Yeah.
Dude, this isn't healthy. Please get help. I have to put you're the asshole, but like this is beyond am I the asshole? And then another one, he never told her what his feelings were, but he is going to punish her. He never told her what his feelings were, but he's going to punish her kid for her not taking responsibility for his feelings. Big yikes. You're the asshole. And then another one. The brother was the shitty one here, not Emily, who didn't know he had a crush on her, or her child, who has nothing to do with this. OP has clearly not moved on. And then OP just replied, agreed. I was more angry with my brother than Emily. Was?
Oh.
Was?
Yeah, why?
He says that I was more... Of course he's more angry with his brother, but like... You don't need to be angry with her at all.
Yeah, no,
she didn't do anything. They met up. You know, it's not like they met because of you either. They met at a party.
That's like fucking.
Obviously, they probably met.
Seemed like well, they were friends, but like she ain't done nothing she didn't know. And from her perspective, she just liked his brother.
Yeah, she's just, and I bet that she feels like.
I guess she led him on or something, maybe, but she's just friends with him. So he's just got the like I don't know. He's in his own little wheel, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Imagine one of these videos, though, and like you're talking about someone that post on the Reddit, then they see your video.
We're just like, ah, we're just like laughing at them. They send love notes for free.
Oh, I know. Then they text you. Then
they just text my phone. They send me a letter.
Yeah. Oh, the weird laugh. Oh. Send you a letter. Don't judge us.
I'm like getting lost on this post now. Wait. Okay, there's a bunch of... I don't know how... ETA, I don't know what that means. What does ETA mean?
Estimated time of arrival.
That cannot be what it means. Did you type in Reddit?
Oh, no. I just put ETA mean. Oh. Edit to add.
Edit to add, okay.
Yeah.
Edit to add. Had to step away, and after looking at the comments and DMs, I just wanted to be clear about some things. 1, not an incel. That's what I said. He's definitely an incel. I mean, the fact that this girl that he had a crush on since childhood, it's been 8 years that the child's 8 years old. You don't have a girlfriend? Nobody else in the picture? That you're still not over this one girl that you didn't even date, you just had a crush on?
It's very weird.
Okay, 2. Did I exhibit some nice guy traits as a teenager? Yes, as an adult, I now realise that. Emily doesn't owe me a romantic relationship. Well, yeah.
Of course not.
Of course not.
Fucking, you spent a decade fucking...
figuring that out.
Yeah, whining over the bitch, like.
Over the bitch?
Oh.
Over the lady.
Young lady.
Young lady.
No. Madam dear.
3.
Oh no.
3. I was more angry at my brother than I was Emily because he was my brother and he, in all caps, knew. Stop smoking. That's dead.
I know.
Okay, that was all the footage that I was able to recover for that one story. Dennis will be back for the next story, but I'm just going to finish this one off. I don't want it to be like too unsatisfying just cutting to the next story, so I thought I would just fill in right here what you missed. I don't see how me not taking an active role in the life of a child that I didn't make is me punishing someone. I say hello and give gifts on Christmas and holidays. I don't know. I think that it would be so fair if he didn't want to take an active role in his niece's life because he just feels betrayed by his brother and he's over Emily and that whole situation, but he still feels like his brother's betrayed him and maybe he's betrayed him in like other ways throughout their childhood and teenage years. That would make so much sense to me that he's like, do you know what? I just don't want anything to do with you. Everything's a competition. You're trying to steal. Anyone that I'm actually actively interested in, you try and take them from me, blah, blah, blah. I just don't feel like we have a safe connection, and I feel like you have some kind of competition with me or you want to make me feel small, blah, blah, blah. Because honestly, what the brother did is kind of indicative of that he wants to make him feel small, that he wants to take what he has. Of course, it might not have happened like that. It could have been that he just was really interested in Emily. But the fact that he went after her in the first place does make me think that maybe the brother was being a bit wanting to show him that he can get something that he can't, kind of thing. It was super mean, and I get that. So if he's like, I just don't want anything to do with my brother, I don't want anything to do with this situation anymore. But I think it comes across a little bit more to me like he's still bitter about Emily. The fact that this whole post is really like he's saying, oh, I'm more angry at my brother than I was at Emily. But it's like this whole post is more centered around her than it is about his brother. He might be saying that he cares, like he's more angry at his brother, but it feels more Emily centered. Like the fact that her dad died and he's not even got the decency to be like, I'll listen to you. Like, I care that your dad. I mean, if a stranger came to me and was telling me that their dad just died, I would offer them some kind of emotional. I would offer them some kind of support, any kind of emotional support. It could be a stranger in the street, if I see them crying, I'm like, what's wrong? And they're like, my dad just, you know what I mean? Like, that's just human nature. So, she's not asking for much to ask for sympathy that her dad just passed away. So that's what makes me feel like he is punishing her. He's punishing Emily. He's saying, you don't get anything from me because I didn't get to like marry you and sleep with you and have babies with you. It's like she doesn't owe you that. That's just my thoughts on it anyway. Okay, 5. Again, Emily is married, so I find it odd that she would seek out someone who isn't her husband for emotional support. I mean, that's crazy. I think I remember even saying to Dennis in this one, when we were reading it together, I was like, if my dad died, I can't even. So I take it back. By the way, I have OCD and I so believe in like you speak comes into existence, and that really freaks me out, but we'll just get past it. If something were to happen in my life so tragic, I would reach out to him. Do you know what I mean? And he's not my he's not my husband, of course. But you don't only have your significant other to reach out to in hard times, especially when it's like that's your husband's brother and also your childhood best friend. So his logic doesn't make sense to me, and again, it just comes across to me as bitter. 6. Yes, I did give my condolences when I found out about Emily's father because it was the polite thing to do. Then she started trying to call me to talk about it. Her dad died. I don't know what else to say. Like, okay, she tried to call you to talk about it. Nothing here to me from Emily is stepping over the line of friendship or like husband's brother, childhood friend. Like it all, reaching out for a call when her dad died. Emily and I haven't had meaningful contact since high school, partly because she was just busy getting ready to be a mum and I was hurt and trying to get over her. why did you say partly because and then give no more explanation? Anyway, let's ignore that. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, because it doesn't matter that you don't have meaningful contact. I think she probably just thinks that you guys drifted. I mean, she became a mum straight out of high school and then was like getting married and things. Like, she's probably not thinking about you, bro. And then you're just like in the background of her life. That, and not, no shade, like that happens sometimes. Sometimes people are important to you, but you don't have that kind of meaningful contact for a long while because you're both busy trying to sort out your own lives. But then something happens and you're like, you would still feel like you can reach out to that person who you were very, very close with and has always kind of, I mean, it's her, like I keep saying, her brother-in-law. So he's always, you know, kind of around. You guys haven't had the opportunity, but then when something major happens, she's not going to think she can't reach out to you. You haven't fallen out. And then you're going to be like, go talk to your husband. And she's just probably just going to be so confused. Then 8, no, Liam and I aren't closer either. I would have thought so. And then he's put, edit to add 2, things I didn't include because of word count. Yes, 1, yes, I have a girlfriend. That shocked me to my very core. Why the fuck do you still care then if you were in love with someone else? Yes, I have a girlfriend, and from what I can tell, we're both very happy. Weird thing to say. 2, yes, my girlfriend knows about my former crush on Emily. Great. Well, that's got to be nice for Emily. Because Emily doesn't know. And she's probably not understanding why. I mean, why everybody, I'm sure your girlfriend isn't completely good with her, and you're not good with her, and she's just like, what the fuck? 3, yes, I do believe people of the opposite sex can be just friends when they're adults. When they're adults. You weren't adults though. So what's he saying? Teenagers cannot, but adults can. Good to know. I'm glad I'm an adult now and I can be friends with boys. 5, also, in spite of everything, I did learn to be more forthcoming with my feelings, which is why I told Emily that I can't be her comfort person. Although I will admit that there could have been a better way and better timing to communicate that. I mean, like I was saying with Dennis earlier in the video, there's a difference between being someone's comfort person, as in a person you turn to all the time. Hey, this guy's annoying me at work, or like, oh, I've got really bad cramps today. Oh, I'm really upset about this, blah, 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 you know, trivial day-to-day life things. And then there's like, hey, my dad just died. I need someone to talk to. Do you see the difference? Do you see what I'm trying to say? OOP updated the next day, September 22nd, 2022, on the same post. Update. Okay, I've stepped away, and after coming back and seeing the thousands of comments and Reddit verdicts, I can accept that the way I told Emily, and he's put way in caps. So he said, I can accept the way I told Emily that I couldn't be her comfort person anymore was wrong. The timing especially. I do feel bad about being honest. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I don't understand what the anymore is about, because from what I've heard, you haven't talked to Emily very much for the last few years, and then her dad died, and then she just ranted to you one time, right? You didn't allow her to rant to you until one time, and then you told her, hey, I gotta cut this off. The wrong time especially. I do feel bad about being honest where I stand with her. Oh, I do not feel bad about being honest about where I stand with her. I am not sorry about keeping my distance, and I've yet to regret not pursuing a relationship with my brother's daughter. That's a weird way to put that. I don't know if Emily ever found out about my feelings for her because it was never discussed, but I don't see how telling her... Oh, the writing on Reddit is so small, I'm like... But I don't see how telling her would change anything. I am truly over her and happy with my girlfriend. I would never pick Emily over my girlfriend, and I've yet to see a reason why I need to rekindle a friendship with her in order to prove it to anyone. My brother betrayed me. He knew how I felt and still went after Emily, and I refused to ever be close with him ever again. That is my boundary, and so far it's been working well for me, and the day our parents die is the day I cut Liam out of my life completely. It's just a bit intense, isn't it? It's upsetting what Liam did. I agree. He's an absolute prick. I think there is no excuse for doing what he did. And maybe them being together reminds OP of that time and hurts him. I mean, I'm sure it was just heartbreaking. The brother was an absolute prick, and what he did probably... Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm sorry about the dogs barking. I'm almost done here, and then we can go back to the original video. I just wanted to say, the bottom line is, what OP's brother did is horrible, maybe unforgivable. I think what OP's brother did was horrible, and I think that it was intentional, and I think it was so mean and probably broke OP's heart. But I think OP saying that he's over it is an absolute oxymoron to his entire behaviour. Because you can't say on this hand that you're over it and then act so bitter and so resentful on the other hand. Either you're over it or you're not over it. And it's been a long time. It's been almost a decade. It has been almost a decade. I think if you're going to act the way that you're acting, you need to be honest about why and then cut them off. Honestly, if you can't get over it, you need to just say that. And why are you waiting till somebody else's parents die before then you're like, what, he's going to lose his parents and then you're going to be like, haha, I'm your sibling, I'm gone. Like, I don't, because of something he did when he was a teenager. I'm guessing he was a teenager too, right? So do I think that he's wrong for the way that he's acting? Yes and no. Because on one hand, what your brother did was horrible, but and even though it's been a long time, you can't control how you feel. Do you know what I mean? That the fact that they're still together might still haunt you. Like, seeing them together just brings you back to that time. Like, you might be over it, but it brings you back every time you see them together. The fact that you're not talking to your niece, I mean, she's probably better off without you, to be honest. You sound real bitter. But no, that was mean. If you're gonna hold a grudge, at least tell the people why. And at least do the courtesy of saying, I don't want anything to do with you because of this situation. You should have done that a long time ago, honestly. Saying it now, after a decade, is coming right out of the blue. But at least, you should have at least told these people why you're upset with them. But instead, you just sit and simmer behind the scenes, just like so mad. You can't let it go. And then you hold it against her and an innocent child. People who don't know what's going on. Yeah, well, that's my 2 cents. Anyway, let's go back to to the next story with Dennis in it, and where I'm sitting at an angle on the camera, so my arms look wham. They look so big in that video, but I'm gonna ignore that and let's just get back into the next story. And now you're gonna notice it. You're gonna notice that my arms are wham, if you haven't already. Are you ready?
Yeah.
My 15-year-old idiot kid got his girlfriend pregnant on purpose. This is originally from TrueOffMyChest, but I'm reading it off Best of Reddit. Stop clicking your fingers.
You don't like it, do you?
No, I don't want to listen to it on...
Oh, what do you
Yeah. Throw away for obvious reasons. I, 30 female, have a child who is 15 male. We'll call him Ollie, plus other children aged 2, 6, 9 and 11. As you can tell, by my own age, I was a teen pregnant. Nope. I was a teen parent. I was lucky, and we were married at 18, still married, healthy relationship, worked our way out of... Why do people talk like this? Worked our way out of a very dire situation. Worked our way out of a dire situation. Yes. Graduated, started a trade, etc. And we are comfortable, stable in all ways. This information is relevant. Ollie has been friends with this girl, we'll call her Bree, since he was 7 years old. Their family used to live in the same city as us and went to the same school, same friendship group. We know her parents and are long distance friends ourselves. Not close friends, but say hello when the kids are on video chat, had drinks together before. Bree's family moved to a very small town 3 states away due to rental affordability. No secret. We have all talked about the rising costs of everyday life. The cost of living in this city has risen, forcing many locals out. They moved because of that and for better job opportunities 18 months ago. Since then, Ollie has been begging for us to follow, giving us sales pitches on cheaper housing, better paying jobs, none of which fit either of our professions. The whole works. We have said no because, well, no. But even if we wanted to, our other children are in school, sports, and have friends here. Selling and buying another house, finding work outside of our skill set, or having to learn new skills, any normal adult would understand this. He does not. Well, fast forward to Christmas. Bree's family come back to our city for a holiday and the kids met up multiple times with each other. It was my understanding that they were always with the other kids, but obviously not since Bree is pregnant and I am certain it was on purpose. He has access to condoms. I don't care for your opinions on that. My access was restricted and I had him. He has had sex ed from me, my husband, and school. He knows damn well how babies are made and how not to have one.
This 50-year-old boy.
Ollie now wants me to move to be with her and the baby. It's confirmed. I've talked to her parents. And I said, no. I don't feel I need a reason, but he asked. You're 15. We don't have any proof it's your child. I'm not moving us away from our lives, and you aren't going alone until you're 18. We will do a DNA test, then we will look at parenting plans and topped it off with a too bad, too sad, you made your bed, now you sleep in it. He took that back to Bree and now all communication between me and her parents has been cut. I'm a terrible person, my comments about the DNA test are disgusting and it's fueling my son's hate for me. He says I am keeping him from the love of his life and their future baby, using my own successful relationship as proof it will not work out. No. He says I'm keeping him from the love of his life and future baby, using my own successful relationship as proof it will work out. I actually don't even know if I'm right or not. I'm just really upset and I feel like my life that I've worked really hard for has been destroyed.
Move over there.
That's what the mum thinks, obviously.
She's not in the wrong though. She can't move the whole home.
She's being a little harsh.
Yeah, maybe a little bit on that harsh side, but like you can't like.
I agree. She doesn't have to move her whole life, but I think like having a baby isn't a very adult thing. But obviously she's treating him like a kid.
A mean way about it, like a view about it. Like it's very like, you're doing this to hit me. You're doing this like for this. You did it on purpose. Like.
And I
just
think
having a baby in it.
And just being like.
It's not his fault. It is his fault, but it's not. Fucking. He obviously didn't play.
It's hard because she's treating him like his age, right? She's treating him like 15. But then having a baby is such an adult thing. So she's being like, too bad, too sad. You can't make the choice to step up and move over there.
You've got to look after the fucking baby.
Yeah.
It's a weird one because
she's basically saying then the girl is the main responsibility for this baby. Like if it was her child that was pregnant, how would she feel?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like they'd put on letting
Stop clicking your fingers.
Sorry, fuck, I keep doing it. She's letting her and their family look after the baby when they should really.
Yeah, she's saying.
Well, I don't know though. Does the baby come over there? Or?
Well, she's saying we'll think of a parenting plan, but obviously whatever parenting plan they have by the time a baby's in school and stuff, like you can't be like, oh, you can just stay with us for 3 days out of the week if we live in different if they're long distance.
Have the baby? Who's gonna have like what schools are gonna go to and all?
Yeah.
I'm guessing the girl's gonna have the baby.
Yeah, and that's.
How old is the girl again?
Well, he's
same
15,
age.
He's 15, so I'm guessing she's about 15.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she said teen pregnancy as well, didn't she?
Yeah, let's have a look. She said Bree. Oh, she just said that they've known each other since they were 7. She doesn't say how old she is.
Since they were 7.
Yeah.
That's so there's both 7.
Well, since he was 7, I think is it.
Oh.
I don't know. I think that obviously they must be around about the same age.
Yeah.
Okay, edit for update to answer some questions.
Oh, nice.
She is due September around the 22nd, so no, there is no option for abortion. I don't think that or adoption ever was. Ollie admitted it was a purpose last night. Apparently it was Bree's idea first as a joke that turned into a plan together. Bree's parents will only pass messages through my son, and I have heard this for myself. I stood outside the door and listened to them tell him, tell your mother, insert information below, because I know I will just go off on her about that bullshit still. They are talking shit about me with my kid.
That's a weird one, isn't it?
They're kids.
Yeah.
They cannot be adults being like, tell your mum I said, without like just like your child's pregnant and you're not going to talk to the mum.
You're going to have to. They're just being immature, but I think.
I can imagine being mad. Like, imagine your kid's pregnant and then
Stress,
the guy that impregnated her at 15, the mum of that guy saying, I want a DNA test before we have anything to do with you.
Like fucking, what are you trying to say there?
You're trying to say my
daughter's
fucking...
a whore,
yeah. But then at the same time, I think the mum's just being like precautious. Like, okay, before we go forward and like decide to derail your life at 15, I need to know for sure.
She was pregnant as well. Like, she should think without.
I think that sometimes though, when you have your own teen pregnancy, you're just like, I didn't want this for my fucking kid. I've just spent the last 15 years raising you. I gave up my, these years of my life, and now you're just doing that.
It's a very thing time in your life, isn't it? Like
I think you would think that if somebody was a teen parent that they would be more there for you, but I think sometimes it's the other way around.
Yeah, because they don't want to be like it.
Yeah, they don't want you to be that to happen with you. They are appalled, I would think, that way of Bree when I have known her for more than half of her life and do not wish to talk to me. I will not allow him to move out there alone. There are some past issues such as... Stop wiggling your fucking feet. I will not allow him to move out there alone. There are some past issues such as Bree breaking up with him twice in the last 18 months because she found someone that she liked more in her new town. Twice. So she broke up with him one time because she found someone, because they're long distance. She found someone else. Then what? They broke up and then go back with him, and then she did the same thing again.
She's young, isn't she?
Yeah, but I feel like if it's long distance... That's
going to grow the hate, innit? That mum's going to love that. She's like, yeah, I fucking told you.
Yeah, it depends how he fucking... If he's like besotted by her as well, and he's just like willing to take her back no matter what she does, I feel like as a parent, you just be like, fucking wake up.
Yeah. It's hard though, isn't it? They just steal what they want.
Yeah. Around August and October last year, same boy. Oh, so he broke up with her twice for the same boy.
Ooh,
at least he's not cheating on her.
Yeah. No, at least she's not cheating on him.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to do correctly then, I just been a prick.
And when it ended, she came back to Ollie. Bree is a nice girl, but her behaviour is toxic and has been since a child. Her mother and stepfather are nice, but the relationship is unstable. The house is chaos. 9 children, combined blended family, and 2 out of 3 teens with serious mental health struggles. He would be leaving stability for chaos and no structure. Yeah, but he impregnated her.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a responsibility, isn't it?
Like, you can't just be like, well, it would be really hard for him, so she has to be there with the kid on her own. I get it, he's 15, you don't want him to move that far away from you.
It's weird,
but...
it comes from love, doesn't it? But it's...
Why doesn't she say, Bree can come live... That's not a stable house for my grandchild to grow up in right now. There's too much going on there.
Maybe.
And this woman feels a bit judgy too. Yeah. Like, can't she just be like, it's hard for them, they have so many kids. Yeah. She's like, it's not a stable house, they've got too many kids there.
I'm envisioning to be like a bitch.
She does seem a bit, yeah. Like, that's not good enough for my child.
Yeah. You're leaving stability for chaos.
Yeah, it's like, and can't you just, like, she's not even offering Bree to come over, then we only have one child, or how many, she's got a fucking handful of kids herself.
She does.
And she was the teen mum, so why is she being so fucking judgy?
I know, she shouldn't have. you be nice about it. Like, there's ways around it, innit? Might just be positive. You don't have to be fucking.
I don't know about
that.
Don't
hate everything all the time, like.
I don't know about that. I just think that the way that she's putting everything out there, she's coming across a bit.
It's valid, but it's like there's different ways to go about it, isn't there?
It's just the way that she's talking.
Yeah.
He would be leaving stability for chaos and no structure. I want a DNA test. I will not budge on that. I am close to cutting his contact totally at this point because they are only empowering him and reinforcing his behaviour towards me and his father. You can... This is the thing that, like, is making me... She sees him as a kid and he is a kid, but he's having... She's pregnant. Yeah. You can't be like, I'm going to cut off all contact. Like, yeah. You can't force him to cut contact with, like, the future mother of his child. That's not... I feel like he could go to court over that. Like, I don't know what the fuck that court case would look like, but he can't... You can't ground him as if he's, like, hanging out with some bad buddies. No, do you know what I mean? That's going to be the mother of his kid.
Pregnant, he's got to be there, like, you can't just control.
Not him wanting to step up and take responsibility, and her being like, sit down.
Yeah, it's like, you got to listen to what I say.
His father is a man of few words, which is unhelpful. So...
That was the first time she mentioned the father.
She's probably just like ranting, and the dad's just like, yeah.
And he's just getting the crosshairs of it then.
Yeah,
she's definitely shouting at him while she's writing that, isn't she? And you do fuck all. You lazy cunt. He's just getting a fucking drink from the fridge, like, he's just fucking...
Which is unhelpful. So far, he's backed everything I've said and only really chosen to say, you have the intelligence of a pear. That's what he said to his son. You have the intelligence of a pear.
Nice, mate.
Yeah, because what is he supposed to say? He obviously impregnated her at 15.
Yeah, so he was in that exact same situation.
Yeah.
Why am I pointing?
Okay, update number 2, May 30th.
Oh, nice.
Things have gone south even further.
Oh, no. Fucking hell, twins.
He's got another girl pregnant.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. At this point, husband and I have been blocked on all social media and numbers blocked, but the communication with Ollie has continued. Ollie gave us Bree's parents' email address. to Bree's parents. I want a fucking DNA test.
DNA,
best wishes.
Question mark, DNA. I knew you'd see this, DNA. Too young.
Ollie gave us Bree's parents' email to send an email. Yeah, that's how you do that. But before using that, I asked him to video chat Bree with me there, and then I could ask Bree to please get her parents so I can talk to them. To be fair, this part I 100% agree with her with. Her parents can't just ice out her mum.
Yeah, I know.
Like, their kids have just, like...
Yeah, they've got to have some sort of communication.
They've got to be adults.
Yeah.
They've got to be adults.
They're both kids, man. They're not like you can let the kids just fucking.
And not only is she not talking to her, like not only are the parents not talking to her, but they're talking to his son and being like, "Tell your mum I said."
I know. It's a child thing to do, innit? Just tell yourself.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're blocked. You're blocked. Don't even go on the camera. You're blocked.
I blocked you on Facebook.
Yeah.
Stop clicking your fingers.
I'm so sorry, man. I can't help it.
With me there, and then I could ask Bree to please get her parents so I can talk to them about this and tell her that if they were going to continue to refuse, then I would be blocking all contact to Ollie and communication. That's childish too. If your parents don't talk to me, then he's not talking to you.
Yeah.
What? You guys, these are some crazy people.
It's like a fucking reality TV show, though.
To refuse, then I would be blocking all contact to Ollie and communication until this is resolved. I told Ollie this before the call. At first, he flipped out about it, but it was this or I cut communication completely. How is she planning on cutting communication completely? Taking his phone off him? Like, can you really stop people from talking even across the fucking world in this day and age? No, you can't. How is she supposed to block all communication?
Then he can just unblock it when he's... Weird.
I do think he understood that it is not okay that her parents are speaking to me through minors, and he said himself he would like us to talk to each other. Oh, poor Ollie.
I know. Bro's just
he seems the most mature out of everyone here.
His effort's going through him. He's the fucking mediator. Mediator? That was good.
Bree joined the call and hung up when she saw I was there too. Ollie called back a few times and she didn't answer. She asked via text why I wanted to talk to her, and Ollie told her that I wanted to speak to her mother, and if we didn't resolve the communication issue, then all contact would be ended until her parents made contact with us and we make a plan for the next few months. In brackets, including DNA.
Fucking hell. She died.
Just let it go a minute, girl.
Plot twist, it was never his. Oh, that mother's bouncing if it happens.
And then birth arrangements.
Be like them you've seen them fucking Jerry Springer's ones. It was like, you're not the father.
You're not the fucking father.
Like, yes.
No, I've never seen the Jerry Springer ones.
Don't you? Oh, they're more over.
I am a Jeremy Kyle person till the day I die.
Jeremy Kyle.
I actually think that show is terrible, like unethical, but very entertaining.
Which one?
Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah.
It got shut down because like, lots of people were like, yeah.
But it's their choice.
Huh?
Oh no!
Did you just say? But it was their choice. No, but I think
go on the show, like it's.
Yeah, but I think that he lies. Like I think that the lie detector
is. Get cut out of context.
Huh?
Yeah, it's not fully proof.
Like I think that they literally lie about the results.
Yeah,
and
to
shit.
get the views.
Yeah.
Why is it like
to make it more entertaining? Because if you look at it, when it's like and you lied, the person's genuinely like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? I didn't fucking lie.
They do look genuinely like fucking.
Like you wouldn't plan to go on there. Like I'm sure there are people that do, but there's probably.
Oh, could you imagine going on there, man? I'm not doing something, and they're like,
imagine you're in a situation where someone's accusing you of like fucking cheating, accusing you, and you're like, you know what? I'll go fucking Jeremy Kyle. Yeah. I'll do a fucking lie detector.
Like, you're like so like sure.
Yeah.
You know you haven't like.
Yeah, and then you go there, and then they're like, you're a liar.
Because you're just nervous in the test, like.
And then you go home and you know.
There's no actually full way you can do it. Like it's impossible. Not 100%. Like you can't.
Yeah, but also imagine the camera died. It died.
It died.
It fucking died. It not only did it cut out a whole story, but while we were mid talking, it died.
Yeah. So I don't know where we was. Where was we?
We were where?
What story we was on? The kid and the pregnant teenager and DNA stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So jumping straight back in. Okay. Told her that I wanted to speak to her mother, and if we didn't resolve the communication issue, then all contact would be ended until her parents made contact with us and we make a plan for the next few months, including DNA and then birth arrangements. Said that if the baby is his, we will travel there for the birth and the first few weeks after. He told her, well, what are you planning on doing after those first few weeks?
No, like you're just gonna stop it. Well, they'll go home then when they but.
He told her that I personally think it's probably is his baby, but I want to be sure and make sure everything is done right from the start. Well, Bree blocked him with a reply, and he is totally heartbroken.
Oh.
Not eating, sitting in his room all day and night. Not mad at me, surprisingly. Very, very sorry for him.
Seems
and
mature,
to us.
didn't he? Seems quite mature.
Yeah. And she doesn't.
No.
Very sorry for him and to us. Sad about it all. And I think regretful. He even asked me if there was a way to undo it for himself. I haven't talked about signing over rights, in quotes, male abortion, his father called it, because I think he's just too upset right now. But why would you be like telling him to sign away his rights before she's even had her first scan?
Signing away the rights? What are
signing his rights away, signing his rights away from the child. So before the child's even born,
Can you do that?
Yeah. You say, I give the other person full custody.
Do they want the full custody though? So.
Well, why would
she's blocking him as well.
Why would she be? But why would she be telling him to sign away his rights so soon?
I know, the baby's not even out yet.
The baby's not even out yet. Like it's a new song.
First day release, like.
A mutual friend of Bree and Ollie's here in our hometown showed him a few posts she has made in the last 24 hours. Dennis, stop clicking your fingers.
No, but.
A mutual friend of Bree and Ollie's here in our hometown showed him a few posts she has made in the past 24 hours. Things like, it's you and me against the world, baby girl. And memes about deadbeat dads. That's not fair, is it?
That's
she
horrible.
blocked him.
Yeah.
And then she's...
posting on fucking like Facebook, whatever it is, fucking saying he's a shit dad and all.
Yeah.
Debbie, the baby's not even... She hasn't even had the baby yet, is she?
I mean, she's 15, so obviously she's going to be a bit
but like,
immature, but...
Yeah, but you're posting about deadbeat dad,
She blocked him.
Yeah.
She blocked him. He's like eating up about the fact that he can't talk to her.
A lot of girls do that, I think. Hell of a lot of girls.
A lot is too many.
No, a lot of girls.
I don't think a lot of girls do
100%.
that.
The amount of girls on Facebook that
Yeah, but they
shit
have a...
talk their fucking baby dads and their fucking...
You think that a lot of girls are out there blocking their baby daddies and then putting... I feel like, yeah, they put deadbeat dad memes out, but I feel like sometimes it's like...
Yeah, but I feel like they just do it because they don't like the person, not because they're actually a deadbeat dad. That's what girls are like.
Should we fight?
You are, man.
I don't agree with you at all. I think that they...
Not all of them, like, but...
I feel like there's a very small few that are like...
I don't think it's a minority, like,
I think it is the minority.
I don't think so.
I'm saying, like, I think she's acting this way because she's 15.
It's a lot more thing than you think, I think.
No, I don't
know.
think so.
I might be shouting absolute shit.
I don't know. All the girls I know who have deadbeat dads really have deadbeat dads. Not like...
Yeah,
not like just like, oh, I don't like him. I think it definitely exists, that kind of like, well, he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me, so I'm gonna...
But the stigma about it is... It does happen a lot more.
I don't think so. I don't think it does.
No, I don't know. I'm agreeing with you. I've changed my mind. Like, I think... I don't know. It's definitely not more than that. There is deadbeat dads, but...
Yeah, I think it's a. I mean,
it's a common thing, like for girls to chat shit about their baby dad on Facebook.
Yeah, but I think that the ones that do it most of the time have reason
a valid reason to do it. Yeah, right. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But this girl does not.
No,
I don't think.
No, she's even not the fucking baby yet.
She also announced the pregnancy, which she hadn't done yet, and the post had some single mother facts and quotes. That is just gutting, innit?
Yeah.
Imagine wanting to be there for, like, planning. I know they were 15, but they planned to have that baby together. And then it's just as much as like a block button on Facebook to be like, that's it. You have nothing to do with my kid.
Bitch, like, she's 10. Bitch, 10. What are they called?
Frog? Frog in the throat?
Yeah, frog in the mouth.
Oh, what if that wasn't on camera? I don't know if it's on there.
No. Inside joke, it's an insight.
Maybe you're in, maybe you're not.
Yeah.
Ollie's friends knew about the situation, and a few were under the impression he had dumped her and the baby. Going by the posts, but when he explained that what had happened, they all rallied for him in the comments. I said not to. And now she's blocked them, and we can't see what she has posted. This is just a nightmare. I have had a plan personally, not set, but something I wanted to talk to her parents about. But I don't even want to waste my time at this point. This is your grandchild.
I know.
Ollie gave us Bree's parents' email address to send an email to with said plan. Basically, Bree does DNA blood tests. We will pay the full $1,500.
Fucking hell.
Cannot be that expensive here because I know people are getting DNA tests left and right, and they ain't spending 1.5k.
No, it's America, isn't it?
Yeah. For it.
We got free healthcare.
I don't think that we can get free DNA tests. I just don't think they're 1.5k.
We can't. No, we can't actually.
Unless it's like court mandated.
You can do it all online though, can't you? Surely Ancestry stuff. Oh yeah, but a proper one is.
I don't think you can do Ancestry.com to see if this guy's my dad.
Oh no, you can't. See your family tree and all that, isn't it?
If it is his baby, we can book flights and plan to be there for the first month. I'll stay 2 with Ollie, maybe even the whole family. Right, just take the kids off school for a month in September. And then we can... I'm just rinsing this woman.
It's not like the first time they go back.
Yeah.
Well, that's for us.
Oh, yeah, they're in America. I think that they go back in August.
Yeah.
What a terrible time to go back to school in the summer.
I know, like peak summer, like.
Yeah. Maybe even the whole family can, and then we can also work on parenting plan and getting into mediation for a judge to sign off on it. Ollie's father and I split for the first 7 months of his life, so we have done this before and we know the process. Yeah, that was 15 years ago, though.
Yeah.
But at this point, I think I will just leave it to settle before sending an email. Comment 1. Oh, and we're looking at the comments.
We got in the comments on.
Yeah. Okay, somebody said, nobody's going to point out that both children are manipulative. Obviously, the girl was on board, and it sure seems like they both kept it under wraps until it couldn't be aborted. Both children are bad actors here. OOP said, I think it was planned 100% on both sides, and this was Christmas. She's around 24 weeks, I believe, and way past abortion. They also never told us until 20 weeks. Her family knew, but never contacted me.
Oh, that's bad.
Wild.
That's really bad.
Wild. They know and they're not contacting?
That's crazy. I'm waiting till like 20 weeks. So.
She said earlier in the post that she actually overheard Bree's parents talking shit about her to her son.
Oh, yeah.
I think if that point wasn't there, I would have thought that Bree just made up, like she couldn't talk to the parents because Bree was like pretending like her parents were saying stuff, but it actually is the parents. Quite the manipulative teen you got there. Quite the manipulative teen you've got there.
Just rascals.
But by teen logic, his plan makes perfect sense. From any point of view, you can't give in to his plan, though. It would ruin you financially, ruin his relationship with his siblings and yours with him. I would give him a detailed plan on how you and your partner manage to rise above all the risks of teen pregnancy, focus on school, plan ahead, make sure the village is on board, and of course, how lucky you both were that it all worked out despite your sacrifice. Oh my god, this is a long ass comment. I'm not reading all of it. It's so long. Okay, let's leave the comments. Let's go to the update.
What's an update? Okay, well, why would we set up for the update?
Update again. June 3rd. Ollie's friend was able to see her Instagram through an... Wait.
The same one?
Oh, no. Ollie's friend was able to see her Instagram through an old account. Different email? I don't use Instagram enough to know what that means, but it meant that they weren't blocked when they reactivated it. So he's like reactivated an old account where they're still friends. They found the pregnancy announcement post, and if you scroll across, it shows a digital copy of the scan Bree sent us as a 16-week scan. Apparently, the first scan she had at the OB that is dated 0404 and clearly says GA 19 plus 3 weeks, making an August due date, I believe, or very early September. This would not line up with the due date given to us, but does line up with when her parents told us she was pregnant mid-April. They told us we've had the pregnancy confirmed and sent a photo of the printed pic, which the date isn't on there. I actually think it may have been cropped off the top. I haven't told Ollie this yet because I want to be sure. I am very concerned about his mental health at this point and taking that into consideration. But unless she gave the wrong period dates and the baby measures only 16 weeks, then it's not possible for it to be our son's. Also added information. Her due date, from what we know, is September 22nd. She was here from December 20th to January 7th and saw Ollie December 21st, 22nd, January 4th and 5th. Never overnight. I asked Ollie when did this happen. The only time and he said January 4th, which is the only time that makes sense as they were in public gatherings otherwise. They were at a mutual friend's birthday that night but never stayed overnight. I have 5 kids and I know the dates are too close to figure out that way. Ollie also said that the joke Bree made was just to see if it happens, the pregnancy, because then it's obviously meant to be, and he would be able to move. To me, it sounds like she had the plan a lot longer, but I may be biased here. So they think that she got pregnant.
Baby dropping.
Well, she got pregnant already. Wait, you got your mic all over. Okay. They think that she got pregnant and then
said it was his.
Yeah, then was like, oh, we should try and have
really
a baby.
Pregnant.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
So she didn't. Maybe it was the other guy that she kept dumping him for, and she's like, "You're not going to be a good dad. I'm going to pick this guy instead."
Yeah, like she's ready pregnant, so she was pregnant for a tiny bit longer.
Yeah.
That's why the dates don't mix up.
Yeah, yeah. Is OOP cutting his son's communication off with Bree? OOP. Oh, so going to the relevant comments, it does. I don't have the relevant comment, but we know that it's about if the son is going to cut off if the mum is going to cut off communication with Bree for the son. OOP. Sorry if it sounds childish. I'm only updating because I have no one to ask or talk to. I don't want to reach out to other parents I know or Facebook without knowing it's actually my son's child first. And to be honest, I am embarrassed. I threatened to cut off Ollie's communication with Bree only because her parents were encouraging his attitude towards us at home. You still can't do it. If she is pregnant with his kid, or she was, you still can't be like...
Because you don't know, so you shouldn't...
You can't... Like, this was before she even saw all the date stuff, you know? And she was already, like, wanting to cut off the communication. It doesn't... You can't do that.
That's a bit too controlling.
Well, it's... I was saying this earlier. It's like, that is your kid. But now that she's pregnant, he's in an adult situation and he has to, like, you should guide him, but you can't tell him you have to block her and cut her off. Like, you can't meddle that hard, I don't think.
Yeah. That's going over the line a little bit too much, isn't it? You can have opinion, like, but go away with it. Pretend that I just didn't cough like that, right?
I expect teenagers to make questionable decisions, although generally not to the extent of get pregnant on purpose so we can force people to move. But the parents are a whole new level of what the fuck. Then OOP replied, I am wondering if Bree has somehow maybe manipulated the situation there. I couldn't imagine being like this, and the family I have met before did not appear this irrational in the past. And then someone else said, is her social media public or private? If it's public, then you can sign into another account, blah, blah, blah. Then you can track what she posts. Are you even sure she is actually pregnant? Is she showing yet? Has she sent ultrasound pictures? She could be lying about being pregnant in the first place. The fact that she blocked your son and friends shows it's probably not his. Hopefully your son realizes how horrible this girl is and her really are. Parents?
I don't know. Yeah, but why did the parents lie for her? She wasn't pregnant. Do you know what I mean? Because it said that the parents sent the pregnancy test over.
Yeah. The
I don't get why all of them would lie, just for the sake of lying and block each other like this.
She said her parents confirmed she was pregnant. She is not really showing, no. She sent an ultrasound photo, but it's a photo of a photo. I wanted to keep access to her social media to see if she uploaded on that. Showed more... Well, she put it public as well that she was pregnant. She didn't just...
Yeah, like she's risking that then to be a liar. That's really bad. Like.
I wanted to keep access to her social media to see if she uploaded on that. Showed more information so I could check dates. I will see if your advice works. Okay. Oh my god, that's it. There's no more updates. Should I check the account and see if they have any updates? No, that's it. That's it. There's no more updates.
Oh no, I need to know, man. What was the name?
We don't know if... So we don't know if it was his baby?
I hate that, like...
Oh my god. I'm thinking... Do you think...
I don't know. I don't know. I think she is pregnant, but...
I think it's someone else's baby, right? Because that's not really how pregnancy works. In the way that, like, girls can only get pregnant a couple of days out of the month, and you're telling me they slept together one
ovulation,
time.
Isn't it? Just after the period, isn't it? Ovulation.
2 weeks in to your cycle, not just after your period.
Oh,
I don't know. All the comments are like, it is actually just after your period.
Yeah.
You dumb bitch.
How does the boy know more than you? Did you know you're born body?
But
I think there's 2 times like a thing. There's ovulation and another one.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay.
No, it's not. It's only ovulation.
No, it isn't.
No, there's only one time in the month you can get pregnant. Anyway, if the dates don't line up, what, are you Googling it?
Yeah. I got no eyes just do my head in. During the cycle.
During the cycle? Yeah, when? Ovulation?
It is just, yeah, this...
There's only one time.
And the fertile window, yeah, it's 2.
No, the fertile window is ovulation.
It says it there, and...
Let me see. Ovulation is your fertile window. A woman becomes pregnant from the time she starts menstruating, puberty. What the fuck?
No, that's the main one. I was here. Where did you go on?
I think it went back instead of...
Yeah. Yeah.
A woman is most fertile around the time of ovulation, which typically occurs about 10 to 16 days before her... Can you stop clicking your fingers?
Oh, I forgot we still recording.
A woman is more fertile around the time of ovulation, which typically occurs about 10 to 16 days before her next period. This fertile window... You're a fucking liar! You said, and the fertile window.
It says it on there.
It says, this fertile window. This fertile window. Oh yeah, that's ovulation in the fertile window. It's just explaining to you what it is.
Oh, okay. Right.
Women can only get pregnant one time a month. And...
I thought it was two. That's right.
No, it's one time a month.
Name.
Shut up. I think the bitch got pregnant by somebody else and she's framing him for it.
Yeah. I don't know. You just don't know too much about it. Why would she go for all that, though?
Because she's,
she's
like, this is a better baby
she
daddy.
blocked him anyway.
Yeah, after a while, she was like, because her mum was pushing to get a DNA test. His mum was.
Oh, maybe she went away from... Yeah.
She's like, fuck you, I'm
avoiding
not
it.
Yeah.
I think definitely... Oh, I need to know this person, man. I need to get hold of him.
I need to get hold of him, text him. Let's call him up.
What was his name? What was it? Is it Anne?
They give fake names.
Abby? Oh, they give fake names?
Yeah, of course. You thought you could look him up on Facebook and we find the whole pregnancy post for like looking at the comments.
I'll be banging to be in the story then.
Oh my god, she never updated again. I can't believe that.
There's got to be another update. Like, keep refreshing it.
I reckon if it was his, well, what? Let's have a look when they last uploaded, when they last did an update. Okay, I'll link it below, and then anybody else can check for an update too.
I'll link it below.
9 days ago was the last one.
Oh, so it's all right now. It's happening now. She even had the baby now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's ongoing.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait. If I remember. I actually really, really want to know now. Like, it just does my head and stuff like that.
Let's have a look if she's put any more comments on.
They probably don't even know yet.
No.
What if it's just a made-up story?
It's just too detailed for me.
Yeah, but you can make up stories.
Like this? It just feels like so from her own perspective.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Seems so real as well, doesn't it? Like, it's so
thank
real.
you so much for listening and watching. Not you doing dead eyes straight. We have to do an introduction now in a minute as well.
What's an introduction?
Hello.
Hello.
Right,
Why?
let's do a goodbye.
We're at the end
first.
of the video.
Yeah, but we haven't... I can edit. I know how to edit.
Oh, so you could... That's smart. What the fuck? We're doing an introduction after the video. Like, that's going to be so awkward. Hi guys, so today...
No, we can just be honest.
Okay.
Okay.
No, we won't be honest.
Yes, we will be honest.
Okay.
Anyway, goodbye. Thank you so much for... I stabbed myself. Thanks for watching. This is awkward as fuck. We just... Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Why like that?
Is that bad? Oh, I know. Can you, like, Can you...
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and comment. Tell us what you thought. Who do you think is the baby daddy? Who do you think's the baby daddy? I want to know.
Probably the boy she was cheating on, remember? Oh, you're talking to... Okay. Please talking to me.